Spooky in Central Illinois. Janice Peterson is the executive director of the Clinton Chamber of Commerce and explains they are excited for the new haunted house this year, which opens on October 4th. They'll feature enhanced concessions and online ticketing this fall.
We're making progress. We've got some new stuff this year, enhanced concessions, so that'll be a fun thing for people to join. Plus, the big thing is we have online tickets. And you can go in and to our website, and there's a link to purchase tickets. You go there, select your date, select your time slot, pay for your tickets, grab a T-shirt if you want, and then you'll just show up at the time that's on your tickets, so you don't have a big long line to wait in. You should be in the house within 15 or 30 minutes of the time of your time slot, if not right on it. But we're excited because it's just going to hopefully eliminate the big long lines. Our first night is October 4th, and we're open every Friday and Saturday in October from 7 till 11. We will sell tickets at the ticket booth also. But it's better to pick them up online. And our website for the haunted house is clintonhauntedhouse.com.
Peterson says they partnered with HauntPay, one of the biggest haunted house payment sites, to simplify online ticketing. Purchasers will receive a QR code in their email, which will be scanned at the door.
A QR code right off my phone. I just scan it off my phone with the app from the company that we use. We partnered with HauntPay, which is one of the biggest haunted house payment sites.
Okay.
And it was very simple to do. I just scan it with my phone. It goes to their email. But this code is in the email. If you don't want to print your ticket, you don't have to. You can just show me the code off the ticket. We haven't had a big turnout yet. We've sold some. So I just hope that I hate to see people wait so long. And I know that's part of the experience, but when it's cold or rainy, they don't want to wait that long. I actually would hope that everybody would purchase an online ticket. I really would. Because it's just so much more convenient for them and not waiting. I'm at the point, I really am hoping at least 75% of people post.
Oh, wow.
I mean, yeah, I'd love everybody, but I know that can't happen. So, and plus we're trying to get the word out that we do have online ticket sales because they haven't done that before. And people, if they don't pay attention to our websites or our Facebook, they're not going to know that.
There's still a little work to be done at the haunted house before opening day. Peterson notes they've got a couple of rooms that need work, as well as putting the finishing touches on the lighting and sounds. Although volunteers are no longer required to construct the house, they are needed for the operations of the house and concession stand.
I think that we're good on volunteers for working at the house. We've got two more rooms to finish up, and then just like the essentials, get the lighting all perfect, get the sounds all perfect. So I think we're in good shape. Currently, we do have 2 nights open. We have October 4th and October 18th, both open. We would encourage groups of 15-ish people. Have to be 16 years old, and I will be up front. Everybody 17 and older has to have a background check this year. It's the law from the state. So they're making us do it. So we have to do all that. Anybody who comes in contact with our guests, I understand it totally. I would want to send my 15-year-old kid down there not knowing, what's down there in the dark or whatever. So we're doing that. But we do have those 2 nights open. If you've got a church group, if you've got a sports group, just give us a call and we can talk to you and tell you more information, and you can tell us about your group. We pay 7% back to the groups for the night sales.
Another attraction at this year's haunted house is the escape room that will have a new theme, and tickets for the escape room this year can also be purchased with the new online ticketing system.
The escape room is new this year, so it'll be interesting to see who wants to go in that and who can find their way back out. The whole theme is brand new. Her name is Lynn Long, and she's a volunteer with us, and she designs it, decorates it, runs it the whole bit. In the past, you've just been able to come up to the ticket booth and purchase a ticket. It's $15 for up to 6 people. So that's pretty inexpensive. And it takes about 15 minutes to go through the escape room. On the online ticket page, we do have tickets for the escape room, and you can choose your time so that you're guaranteed to get in.
The Haunted House is the Chamber's biggest fundraiser of the year. By purchasing a ticket, you are supporting the Chamber, supporting local businesses. If you're interested in volunteering or purchasing tickets, visit ClintonHauntedHouse.com. A local mental health professional is exploring how people in other parts of the world relax as compared to Americans when it comes to finding ways to unwind. Tony Kirkman, executive director of the Piatt County Mental Health Center, says Americans probably do not relax the way they should.
I would say we don't relax well in America. I think we call relaxation medication, whether that's through legal, recreational, moods manipulating substances, or we just completely avoid it whatsoever. I think, sadly, I heard one time a speaker say that one of the biggest things that you can do for yourself, for your emotional health or your mental health, is to give yourself capacity, which means that if you do that, you're going to have to say no to some things. And we don't say no to anything because we've got to keep up with the neighbors, both, with their financial things. Gosh, we've got to make sure our kids get into travel ball at least by the age of 6, or they're never going to make the major leagues. We've got to make sure that we are tied into all of the newest TikTok trends and have the fanciest clothes, because deep down, I think we're insecure about presenting our true, authentic self. So we don't do a very good job of relaxing in the appropriate way.
According to Kirkman, many American workers hit the midday lull where they are tired between 1 and 2 p.m. He believes there are parts of the world that have found a good balance for wellness in its workforce.
I think we all do it differently, but what I do think that's interesting is that a lot of this is it's rest, which is interesting to me. One of the best things that we possibly can do are two things that are relatively easy. Just having healthy breath, controlling our breathing, being mindful about what our body is telling us and how we're responding to certain things, and then just basically getting enough sleep. So, one of the things that I thought was interesting in some of the research and remembering what my wife had said when she went to Barcelona was that Spain has a siesta, where just in the middle of the workday, things shut down for a couple hours, and then you come back and you get at it. And it's this idea of, is it healthy for us to work 8, 10, 12 hours a week or a day nonstop, or is it more productive to have rest and then be more refreshed? Because as you know, our circadian rhythms, after we eat, our high caloric, high carbohydrated lunch, we have that 1 to 2 p.m. crash. We're not very productive. We're normally checking emails or slogging through a webinar or something like that. Would we be more productive if we changed it up? Just like other businesses, they move to a 4-day work week because they think that it's just as productive.
On the WHOW Morning Show Monday, Kirkman told Regional Radio one of the best things you can do is get plenty of sleep and get some exercise.
Yeah, I would say the most healthy thing all of our listeners can do right now is make sure they get at least 7 hours of consecutive sleep. One of the ways that we can do that is really monitor the last 90 minutes of what we're doing before we go to bed. So, not a big fan of having the TV in the bed, the phone in the bed, iPad in the bed. I know some people are like, well, I like a Kindle. Kindle, I think, is okay because it doesn't have that blue light. It's kind of that dimmer light. We need to be training our body and our brain that the bedroom is a place for where we're going to sleep, and not trying to continue to stimulate it by all the clickbait we're watching on whatever website we're looking at. Yeah, just trying to get ourselves calm down and trying to bring our arousal cycle down so that we can get sleep. So sleep, drink more water, eat less garbage, walk outside. That would probably be top 4 easy things we could do.
If you're struggling, Kirkman encourages a call to the Piatt County Mental Health Center at 217-762-5371 or visit PiattMHC.org. The Illinois Department of Natural Resources is on the lookout for cases of EHD. DNR Conservation Police Officer Trent Reeves says the state biologist has put out notice there are areas of Illinois that could start to see this disease impact deer populations.
So we had actually got an email yesterday from one of our state biologists asking us to, help report cases or suspected cases of EHD. So EHD stands for epizootic hemorrhagic disease, and it's a disease that, again, pops up this time of year, late summer, early fall. It's a lot more prevalent in years where we've had really dry conditions, which, at least in Macon County, we've got some timely rain, like you said, but still yet, it's probably going to rear its ugly head in some form or fashion, and it's pretty localized. So what happens whenever you get those dry years, it just kind of becomes a more conducive environment for these biting midges, or those no-see-ums, I guess is the more common term for them, to hatch out in big numbers. When they bite the deer, they give them this viral disease, EHD.
If you encounter a dead deer you suspect has died from EHD, Officer Reeves encourages a call to DNR so a biologist can run some tests.
So it's something to keep an eye on, and if you do have deer that you suspect have died of EHD, you can get a hold of one of us. Like I had said before, our numbers and emails are all public on our website. If we get those reports, sometimes biologists will come out and take tests if they can get to them within a reasonable amount of time.
According to Officer Reeves, the deer will run a high fever and foam from the mouth. In its search for water, the deer will overheat and die, which is why they are often found dead near water. Get the latest in local news anytime from your computer or mobile device at DeWittDailyNews.com. Last night on our sister station, WEZC, you heard Clinton and Monticello volleyball action. A recap of last night's match in Monticello comes up next in sports. selected from Indiana.